We are going to prepare a nano chip. The first thing to do is to take out the kit from the refrigerator and to warm it up to ambient temperature on the bench for 30 minutes. This is particularly important for the tube containing the fluorescent dye. We need a vortex for tubes and chips, dusting bomb, water, RNA zip, wash chips, timer, protocol, the chip, the kit, the chip priming station, the sample, a centrifuge, a heating block. The concentrated fluorescent dye is solubilized in dimethyl sulfoxide or DMSO, and this product likes to crystallize at low temperature, hence the importance of reheating it. It is also known to facilitate the entry of organic molecules through tissues and skin. Furthermore, the dye contains a fluorescent product which binds to the nucleic acids. It must therefore be used and eliminated as a potential mutagenic agent. Make sure to throw away the waste in respectable adapted to CMR. From the moment you enter the lab, the wearing of a blouse and gloves is mandatory and is especially true for the realization of microchips in bioanalyzer. We are going to prepare a nanochip for RNA samples, which can be RNase total, messenger RNA, purified RNA subpopulation, as you wish. These RNAs must be at a concentration greater than 25 nanogram per microliter and less than 500 nanogram per microliter. This can increase to 1000 nanogram per microliter, but certainly not beyond. The number of samples that can be analyzed is 12. The experimental stages of preparation are as follows. We've already seen it. Take out the kit 30 minutes before starting. Do not win this step. Wash the electrode for a few minutes. And denature your samples. The longest step will be the preparation of the gel and the gel dye mixture. The sensitive step will be the loading of the capillaries. Then put the sample and control into the chip. It takes about an hour. Here is the bioanalyzer. First of all, learn how to handle the cover smoothly, as it is fragile. It comprises the entire electrical migration system. You see the 16 electrodes? It is also equipped with a system that forces to close, which allows the electrode to be well placed in the chip. It is therefore essential to keep the lid from falling when it is closed using the two hands of each side. We invite you to try it out during your first encounter with the bioanalyzer. Let's now see how to wash the electrodes. For this purpose, the two wash chips needs to be filled, one with RNA zap, a decontaminant product against RNases, the other with water. The necessary volume is 350 microliters. Be careful, not less. Otherwise, the electrodes will not be washed enough. And not more, otherwise the head of the electrode will be soaked in water, which is not good for the electric power. Do not hesitate to use new washing chips. Place the RNA zap washing chip in the appliance. Close the cover gently and wait 1 minute. It is a passive washing by soaking. Then remove the RNA zap chip, replace it with the water washing chip, close the lid, wait 1 minute again. Remember to remove the water chip. Bioanalyzer is ready. Your samples must be denatured. For this, incubate them for 2 minutes at 70 degrees Celsius. Denature an aliquot rather than your precious stock. Place them immediately on ice. Let's make a gel. Pipette 550 microliter of the gel matrix, the red tube, into a filter tube provided in the kit. Centrifuge at 10,000 RPM for 10 minutes at room temperature. Do not aliquot the filter gel as stated in the Agilent Quick Start Guide, which is very useful, by the way. This filter gel can be stored in good conditions at 4 degrees Celsius for months, therefore more than 4 weeks. Remove the filter. Date the filter gel tube. If the filter gel tube is ready, prepare the gel mixture dye. Drop 65 microliter of filtered gel into a new tube. You will realize the mixture with the dye in this tube. Vortex for 10 seconds at least the concentrated dye tube, the blue one. This is very important. Centrifuge again for a few seconds. Stop. Take 1 microliter of vortex dye and put it in the 65 of filtered gel. Vortex the mixture again. Crystal which may be present must be absolutely dissolved. Then centrifuge at speed maximum for 10 minutes. This mixture can be used up to 5 days. After 5 days, the dye degrades and the fluorescent signal becomes too weak. Note the date on the tube if you want to eventually make someone happy, who will have the chance to have a mixture ready for use thanks to you. This table indicates the duration of use regarding the type of chip. The gel can be kept for 6 months, the gel dye 5 days. Let's proceed with the injection of the gel dye mixture into the capillaries of the chip. This is the most delicate step. We are going to use the chip priming station. Remove the protective cap. Check status of the seal. Clean it with the precision wipes with distilled water, then send a pulsation of compressed air into the hole. Adjust the syringe clip in the high position. An error at this level is lethal. Screw the syringe firmly onto the chip priming station. Place the plunger of the syringe on 1 milliliter. Unpack the nanochip and place it in the chip priming station. The existence of an oriented slot prevents you from positioning the chip incorrectly. Take 9 microliter of gel dye mixture and place it in the black G mark well. The tip can touch the bottom of the well. Be very careful, this step is crucial. Close gently and smoothly the chip priming station. Press the plunger of the syringe until it is held by the clip. Wait for 30 seconds. And then press the trigger to release the piston. Let the piston rise spontaneously towards 0.7–0.8 milliliter. Then bring it back by hand to 1 milliliter. Then open the chip priming station. Pipette 9 microliter of gel dye mix into the 2 other wells marked with the G. Put the remaining mix into the box away from light. Proceed with loading the migration buffer called RNA marker. It's the green tube. Place 5 microliter into the well of the molecular weight marker labeled small scale. Ladder, not to be confused with the marker of the green tube. Then place 5 microliter in the wells of the sample. Drop 6 microliter of RNA marker buffer where the well does not contain any samples. Finally, add the weight molecular marker, 1 microliter of an aliquot prepared by the platform and store at minus 20 degrees Celsius. Then add 1 microliter of each sample, from 1 to 12. Place the chip in the special vortex and vortex 1 minute at 2400 RPM. Install the chip in the bioanalyzer, close the lid with both hands, program and start the run.